Hey everyone, thank you for watching. Today's video I'm so excited to do. I'm finally sitting down to film the beauty community tag. Finally. Okay, so this tag was started by Carli. I will have her YouTube channel linked down below, and I absolutely love that she created this. Basically, there are some questions to answer, and you fill in the blanks, you name the YouTuber that falls under this category for you. So I loved the concept behind this. I love the community vibes behind this. If you guys don't know, one of my favorite taglines, quotes, things to say, things to put on shirts, things to continue to write down myself is a community over competition. I just so firmly believe in that mindset, and I loved when she put this out. So there are a few questions here, but I also added a few at the end because I have thought of doing something like kind of similar along these lines for a tag video for over a year now, because I first thought of it when we were living at our old house, and we've been here for just over a year now. But I was always nervous to film it, and I didn't know if I should ever put it out there. Also because the reason why it's taking me so long to film this video, even though the moment I saw it I knew I wanted to do it, is I just feel like I don't want to make anyone upset, because I still have so many people that I'm going to list and I'm going to link down below, but I just get so worried about missing someone or like making someone upset if they weren't mentioned, and I'm an empath, so it just gets in my head, and it's a struggle for me. I've talked to a few other creators too who have the same like internal struggle as I did, and I love what Mel Thompson told me was the video will do more good than it will bad, and I was like, okay, you're right. I gotta remember that. You just gotta do it, girlfriend. So again, I have a lot of people. I'm gonna link a lot of videos down below. So please make sure to go check out these creators for sure. And then I just chose a few questions from my list, because some of the questions that I had initially thought of too are basically covered in here. So I just added a few at the end, and it's just kind of like my way to sneak in talking about more creators. Okay, so that's it. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. So the first question was, who makes you laugh? The creator that makes you laugh. And I'll also say that there's a lot of people that would overlap into these different categories, of course, but I just tried to spread everybody out as best as I could. I first saw this video come out, and I was watching Carli's video, and this was the first question. I like immediately in my mind popped in KinkySweat or Alicia. She, to me, is hysterical, and I feel like we kind of have a similar sense of humor where it's almost like a little bit of like a sarcastic sense of humor. She's just got funny jokes and funny ways that she says things, and she makes these like funny faces at the camera, and I have so much fun watching her videos. She's also extremely talented, not only with makeup, but her yoga. That's actually how I first found her, was through her Instagram and through her yoga posts, because I am also a yogi, but Alicia is 1 million times more advanced than I am. And I had it on my bucket list for 2020 to like attend a yoga class with her, or at least be able to like meet up with her and like do a yoga session with her. And I'm so like, I can't even, that's one of the biggest things from my 2020 bucket list that I'm devastated that I won't be able to do because of not being able to travel. Like, it hurts my soul that I can't do that. But she is so funny. But then also Jaime French. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? She's freaking hysterical. And some of her videos and some of her ideas, I mean, it is just, I get so much laughter from her, and I'm so grateful to her for that. If you're not familiar with her, you absolutely must be, but I'm sure you saw it floating all around, because I had like my personal friends on Facebook sharing her videos of if YouTubers existed in the 90s. Hilarious. Her videos with the tiny hands, I mean, she's so freaking funny and I love her for that. Okay, the next question was, who is a creator that teaches you? For me, the first person that popped into my mind was JenLuvs Reviews. She puts out such fantastic videos, and she has such an interesting variety on her channel, and that's what, like, that's a part that keeps me interested. I love when people are multifaceted. I found Jen through the What's Up in Makeup News, the series that she does there. Her Makeup Minute I always thought was really interesting. I know that she doesn't do that one anymore, but her Makeup News videos, and I was like, is is this woman a reporter? Like, what's happening here? Like, and her setup is so professional, it really makes you feel like you're watching a beauty news show. And I'm like, what? This is so cool. But then she also does fantastic videos of breaking down eyeshadow palettes, and she goes so in depth, but she's also so knowledgeable in skincare, and she'll post videos talking about skincare and certain ingredients, and I'm like, what? I learned so much from her. Another one that I wrote down is Makeup Shayla. I've been watching Makeup Shayla from like my beginning YouTube days, when I got on YouTube to really learn how to do makeup. I've always loved makeup. I've loved buying makeup, but I never knew how to do it. Some of you might say I still don't know how, and that's totally okay. I accept that. But I mean, I truly didn't know what to do. And when I was growing up, I'm 33 years old. When I was growing up, I had magazines to look to. I didn't have YouTube. I didn't have TikTok. I didn't have any of these things to teach me how to do it. So I would read it in a magazine and see a picture and then try to replicate it. And for me, that was just impossible. I didn't know what to do. And so when I was recommended YouTube, I was recommended to watch Carli Bybel. I was like, what? Okay, I'm gonna watch her. And then I started watching Carli, and for the longest time, I truly thought Carli Bybel was the only person on YouTube doing makeup tutorials. I was like, wow, this girl's just like killing it. Like, cool. When I found Makeup Shayla, she was one who in the beginning just felt like such a teacher to me, that she would really teach me how to do makeup. She would really teach me how to do different techniques. She would teach me why you should do it this way, or maybe why this way isn't the best, and if you have a certain like eye shape, like what to do. Like, I just felt like I learned a lot about actually applying makeup and making makeup looks work from her, and I still continually go back and I love watching her makeup looks. She's one of the top people that I like, especially when I used to do a lot more like tutorial based videos on my channel, which was kind of in my early days. I would say so often, this look is inspired by Makeup Shayla. This look I got from Makeup Shayla. This look Makeup Shayla did on her YouTube channel, and I'm going to try to recreate that. So she was one of those first people that was really starting to make it click for me of how to do different techniques. And I also just think that she's super funny, and I just want to hang out with her someday. I think that'd be a lot of fun. I think we could like party together, party with Les. I would be all about that. So I feel like my husband and Les would really get along also. So I'm just saying, call me. And another person that I wrote down in this category is Penn. I don't have one person in any category, just so you know, but yeah, there's multiples. But the other person that I have written down and who teaches me is Penn Smith Skincare. She is so knowledgeable in skincare. I absolutely love skincare. I love learning about skincare. I somehow managed to win Skincare Influencer of the Year at the American Influencer Awards, which still kind of baffles me, but I'm always like still so appreciative of it. But if Penn was nominated, I would be like, yes, yes, girl, yes, girl. Like she is a master esthetician, and she has so many good tips and advice and how-to videos and explaining things and really breaking them down. I love that her videos are so visual when talking about ingredients. She'll list the ingredients and she'll highlight certain ones that are like good, bad, so-so. These ones don't really do anything. And I have just learned so much personally, and I'm starting to buy more and try more off of her recommendations, and highly recommend her channel. The next category is who is a creator that lifts others up. When I heard this category, immediately again, the first person that popped into my mind was Mel Thompson. She is so incredibly supportive of everybody. I can remember one day, and this was a while ago, but I remember one day getting onto my Instagram and it was like, you have 30 new followers, and then it was like, now you have another 20 new followers, and I was like, what's happening? Because for me that's a lot. I'm like, what's going on? Like, where are all these people coming from? Mel had posted a photo of me on her Instagram, like not even just like shouted me out or say that she like physically posted my photo on her Instagram feed and was like, this girl's great, you should follow her. I'm like, what? That just doesn't happen. Like, she's so supportive. People who can shout others out, who can lift others up, who can share and support. To me, those, and I'm gonna say women because I'm speaking about 3 women in this category, to me, those women are so confident. In order to that saying of, you know, women help each other fix each other's crowns and all of that, it's because those women are confident. And I love that. I love that so much, and Mel to me just like embodies that. But definitely another person that I thought of for this category is Jessica Braun. Jessica Braun is another channel who is so supportive of of anybody in this YouTube space. She was one of the first bigger channels to shout me out. Actually, JenLuvs Reviews did this too, but again, I'm just trying to like space everybody out here. But she was one of the first bigger channels to shout me out, and I was like, are you kidding me? And I can remember one night doing a YouTube live, sitting at my kitchen table, and all of a sudden in the comments, there's Jessica Braun saying like, hi, hello. And I was like, is this a joke? Like, what are you doing in my life? How did you get here? How did this happen? And when she had mentioned that she'd watched my videos, I was like, what? Seriously? Because Jessica Braun just holds such a special place to me, because when I first started YouTube, and I started actually as a book channel, because I'm a self-published author of 8 novels. I have a book blog that I started back in 2009. So I started as a book channel, and I slowly shifted over into beauty, because that's always been another big interest of mine. But when I started the beauty side of things, I was like, oh, I have to do tutorials, and I have to always be showing all this new makeup and just like applying all this makeup and doing the Halloween tutorials and all of the things. And I heard Jessica Braun say in a video once, like, I don't want to do that. I just want to talk about makeup. I just want to have fun. I want to use my makeup as like I'm hanging out with my friends and we're talking about makeup. And I was like, that's what I want to do too. That's what I feel like is missing in my life. That's what I'm turning to the internet for. So when I heard her say that, and I heard her basically say like, it's okay to like want to do, you don't have to be the same as everybody else on here, I was like, what? It just was a total click moment for me. And since she said that, and I started to change up my content and just talk about makeup and come up with fun concepts and tags and showing my collection and doing the Will I Buy It series that I post every single week, I've had so much fun doing this. And I'm so grateful that she said that, and I'm so grateful that she realized what it was that she wanted to do with her platform. And I think that she's fantastic. She continually shouts out smaller creators. She does videos all about like the creators that she likes to watch. And she's another one who I just think, that girl has so much confidence. Like, that woman has so much confidence. Another creator that I want to mention here is Andrea Matillano. One day I'm going to make sure that I'm pronouncing her name correctly, because I always like feel a fear. I'm like, I think I say her name differently in every video. I'm like, one of them's gonna be right though. But this is Andrea, and she is another one who, she is so supportive, and she's one of those creators that is just so kind. When you go to her videos, when you go to her channel, you truly feel like you're going over to your friend's house and you're just gonna sit down and you're gonna talk about makeup, or maybe you're gonna get ready together and just hang out. She is so sweet, and she's another one who, again in this category, supportive. She lifts other people up, she shouts other people out, she does, you know, all these fantastic collaborations, and she's just incredible. I just highly recommend you check her out. Next category is creators that I respect, and truly I'm not going to be mentioning anybody in this video that I don't respect, so just count everybody for this. But one of the first creators, again, that popped into my mind was Samantha Ravndahl. She does have quite, I think she's almost to 1 million subscribers, which is fantastic. But she is someone who I respect so much, that she can speak her mind, that she can talk about topics that some people, myself included, tend to shy away from. And I will say that there's so many times after watching her videos, reading her tweets, and I also listen to her podcast. She has a podcast called Approachable that she does with her best friend Alyssa. There are so many times that I get done listening to her speak on a subject, I feel, I want to say, like, I feel more educated. I feel more strong. Like, I feel stronger as a woman when I listen to Sam speak. And I appreciate that on so many levels. I learn so much from her. And to me, she's very, very fearless in that. And she's, once again, someone who I look to as very confident. And she just wants people to be good. Like, that's genuinely what I think. I think that she wants people to be good. She cares about people. She cares about all these different groups of people, and she just wants people to be freaking good people. And I really do have a lot of respect for her. She's another one who, like, I don't know, I feel like if I ever met her, I'd probably like act a fool. Probably. That's probably better that we don't meet, actually. Another creator that I wanted to mention in this category is Hannah Louise Poston. Hannah is just, there's just so many words that I want to use to describe Hannah, but I want to make sure they're all like really big and eloquent and amazing words, because Her vocabulary is absolutely just pure insanity to me. And I'm not gonna lie, I had this thought in my head once because I've been watching her for such a long time, but I had this thought in my head. I was like, I wonder if she like practices before she films her YouTube videos, or like, does she have a list of words, like these are the words that I'm going to make sure I hit? Because even sometimes when she speaks, I literally am Googling some of the words. I'm like, wait, what? I think I know what that one means, but like I just want to make sure I double check. But I have met her in person, and she is just as eloquent and just as thoughtful and just as fantastic as she is in her YouTube videos. And I was able to be around her for a whole weekend when I went out to LA. Just the other day I was there, actually. Okay, I'm just kidding. It was in November of 2019. But I was able to be there for the whole weekend. We just connected on so many levels, and I am so grateful that I was able to have that experience to sit down and talk with her and discuss like some things about our lives and what we have in common. And there was such a bond between us, and I respect her so much. She started her YouTube channel as being on a no-buy year. Like when I started YouTube, I was too afraid to even just sit and talk about makeup and not show it and not do all these tutorials. She started YouTube on a no buy, and that was her videos that she was doing. Like that was so like unheard of, that like people just didn't do that. I respect her so much, and I just think that she's fantastic. The next question is, who is a creator that has a collection that you love? One of my first thoughts was Michele Wang. Michele, girl. And I don't even really mean makeup for Michele's collection. Like I just want to go to Michele's house and like look at all of her purses and like her jewelry. She wears like just fantastic jewelry, her rings. I remember because I was able to meet Michele in Vegas again just last week. I was just kidding. It was in January of 2020. The calm before the storm. But we were in Vegas and we had gone to dinner. We were in the bathroom, we were all washing our hands before it became trending, and I happened to like look down as she was washing her hands. I was like, your rings are just, I mean, yeah, Michele's fantastic. Her shoes, I mean, she's so classy, and I feel classier just being next to her in Vegas. Like I felt like my shoulders rolled back a little bit more, and I was like, what up? I'm with Michele Wang right now. What's you doing? Obviously also her makeup collection. Michele is a luxury makeup lover, and I mean, I just want to like touch some of the things that she has and be like, ooh, like her collection is amazing, as is she. And another creator that I had written down for this one is Amanda, or Makeup Just for Fun, another one of my dear friends on this space. She is an incredible photographer. I mean, that was how I found her, was through her Instagram and her incredible flat lay photos. It is insane the combinations that she can come up with, the lighting, the angles, the everything. She is just so talented, and it just like, I wish I could hire her to take my photos, but people would be like, Samantha, we know this is not you. But she is also so amazing at doing comparison swatches. She has so many that she posts on her Instagram and in her stories. She has a ton of ColourPop, so if like you are a ColourPop lover, you would want to see her collection too. But she does so many comparisons when ColourPop comes out with new collections to other ColourPop palettes, or just other makeup palettes or lipsticks in general. So she keeps a lot of that so that she can do those comparisons. So her collection is like that meme that's like, the volume in this bus is astronomical. Like that makes me think of Amanda, but like in a great way, in a great way. And I also just love her. This question is, who is a creator whose creativity inspires you? First person that I thought of course, was Angelica Nyqvist, one of my other dear friends here. I'm so humbled by how many amazing friends and genuine connections I've made through my YouTube channel. Like, I mean, there's times when I think about it and like I really stop and I think about it, and it blows my mind, and it just makes me so happy that I decided to sit down and awkwardly film a few YouTube videos and see where it went, because man, the connections that you make, whew, are so real, okay? Her makeup looks, like, she is someone who will convince me to do something out of the box, who will convince me to try something new. She loves the colorful shadows, but just even her techniques and the colors that she puts together, and I mean, she continues to inspire me. I would love to have her do my makeup one day. I think I said that to her in New York because we got to meet last week in New York at the Ipsy Live event that happened, and I can't even tell you how happy it was when all of a sudden I saw someone screaming across the park running at me and realizing it's Angelica and just like meeting her for this big gigantic happiness hug. It was so incredible. I love her. I'm still devastated that we couldn't meet. She was gonna come. A lot of these ladies that I'm mentioning were going to be coming to my launch party with Ofra Cosmetics. I launched a collab with them in March, literally 2 weeks before COVID shut everything down. I'm wearing my blush, I'm wearing my lip gloss today, but I was so excited for her to come, and my husband was so excited to meet her because he was like, I was showing him photos from the trip to New York, and he pointed at her, he goes, "Her, I know her, who's that?" And I was like, that's Angelica. She's my friend from Sweden. He was like, yeah, I see, when he walks into my office, he'll see who I'm watching. He goes, I see you watch her a lot. And I just thought that was so funny. Another creator that I wrote down for this is Annette's Makeup Corner. Her looks are another one where, again, she likes a lot of colorful shadows, but even to me, it's just the way that her and Angie can create these looks and where they place the shadows. Like, I would never think to do that. And I was actually able to meet her at a party in LA, also the one that I was referencing with Hannah Louise Poston. I was so excited to be invited to that, but I was able to meet her, and she was so sweet and so kind. But her makeup, like, I just kept staring at her eyes. Also really wanted to mention raw Beauty Kristi in here, not only just for her makeup looks, but just her creativity. Her Halloween videos, mind-blowing. The Guy Fieri one, I mean, it's just like so funny. So her creativity is completely off the charts. Like, I have her palette on today from Pure Cosmetics. I am filming pretty late, it's after 5 o'clock already, so I just did something really simple, but I love this. Just a little bit of like a neutral shadow, but then a pop of color on the lash line. I love it. Her like all of these drawings on here, she did that herself. Also, I wrote down a Better Off Red, or Sarah, who's just another super sweet creator. Again, please check all of these people out that I'm mentioning. I would love that. Tell them I sent you, all that great stuff. But speaking of Halloween, like her Pennywise will always, right? It's Pennywise, right? I didn't watch that with the clown. I did not watch that movie, but I saw everyone making those Halloween looks, and I was terrified. I had nightmares for weeks, but oh my gosh, hers was freaking fantastic. So yeah, definitely wanted to shout her out there too. But I mean, so many of these people are just creative in so many ways, not even just with makeup or with looks, but just ideas, and there's just so many good people in this community. It's unreal. I'm so glad that this tag was started. Another question is a creator that you want to be friends with in real life. One of the first people I thought of was Nikkia Joy. I mean, Joy, I feel like would sum it right up. She is truly one of the sweetest people. I could have also mentioned her in like who lifts other people up. She has been so sweet to me with my Ofra collaboration. She has mentioned my bronzer collab that I did with them multiple times now, and she has brought so many people to my YouTube channel and so many sweet comments coming from them, and I'm so grateful to her for that. But she's just someone who she's so happy. I think it would be so much fun to hang out with her and just have a good time, and maybe one day I'll get to Australia and we could do that. I'm looking at you, COVID, asking you to leave. Another person that I wrote down in this category is Casey Holmes. Casey Holmes is probably like the 4th or 5th YouTuber I ever started following once I realized Carli Bybel wasn't the only one doing makeup tutorials on YouTube. And to me, she just seems like such a like laid back chick. Like, I think it would just be fun to hang out with her, have a few drinks. Maybe Davis would want to hang out with us. I mean, I would love to like squeeze her little son Mason, who's just like the cutest thing ever. But to me, I also just really continue to enjoy following Casey because she's not afraid to show like parts that aren't super glamorous, even with having a baby and after having a baby, and how that can change, and what your house looks like, and how like how busy your days can be, and just all the different things that sometimes that tends to get like glossed over with people who are very successful. And it's like, I can do everything and everything's great and everything's perfect and everything's this. And I appreciate when people are like, no, it's actually hard and it's actually messy and it actually looks like this and I actually don't get this done, and I appreciate that. She also runs a clothing boutique, which is called Rosy Days. I featured one of the shirts in my last clothing haul that I did because I picked that up, and I just think that's such like a girl boss thing, and I just feel like that's, you know, I'm gonna say like hashtag girl boss, but it's really exciting for me to see a lot of these YouTubers that I've been following for such a long time branching out and doing other things that they love and being successful that way, because YouTube is very unstable. You never really know what's happening. You don't know if your videos are getting pushed out. You don't know if you're gonna get demonetized for using the word naked in your video when you're talking about the Urban Decay Naked palette. You just don't know what's gonna happen. So you know, to see someone not just resting on like YouTube success and going out and doing more, again, I just think is an amazing example. Another person that I wanted to mention is Lacey, or Spooky Lips and Fat Hips. I just love her. I've been following her for such a long time. She is just, she's fun and like laid back and chill, and I feel like we could just have a good time, like maybe like going out to eat or something, and just being able to chat. We've had some discussions in DMs. I just feel like we'd have a lot to talk about together, and that we would just have fun and chill together. She's one who I really hope to meet in person one day. Another creator I wanted to mention here is Too Much Mouth, or Shanine. She has fantastic videos on her YouTube channel. Obviously, I recommend checking her out, like I've said a million times. I like her variety also. She's not afraid to dive into like some other topics, like you know, the fall of Victoria's Secret and like, can they make a comeback? Videos like that. But she'll test you know, different products, and she had a really great foundation series that she did that I thought was really interesting. But her, again, just like her personality to me, I just think it would be so much fun to meet her. And when I was at the last Ipsy Live, I was with JenLuvs Reviews, and she said, you know, Shanine was supposed to come but she can't make it. I was crushed. I was like, no, I wanted to meet her so badly. I probably would have acted a fool once again, but I don't know, I would love to be friends with her in real life. I'd love to meet her and just like hang out and just chat. I don't know, I just think that she's a lot of fun. The question is, who do you hope to see grow? This question like was giving me so much anxiety. I don't even know how many people I wrote down. I felt like I just could have named so many people, but again, I feel like I have so many genuine friends in this space, and I want to see everybody grow. One that I wrote down here is Glam Girl Chelsea. I recently found her through a Charlotte Tilbury collaboration. It was like a big old collab. It was like 6 or 7 people or something. A lot of people that did this collaboration, and I was living for it. But that is where I found her and just immediately started following her, and we've had some conversations in the DMs too about like my first Pat McGrath palette that I got because she was so excited for me, and she just seems like such a sweet person. Like when you click on her videos and she starts talking, you're like, oh yeah. I found a nice one. I found a nice one right here. Friend Katie Marie, I'm so glad that Katie is back. She took a little bit of a break when she had her 3rd baby. I know that they were moving. I'm so glad that she did come back and started making videos again. She has been a friend of mine since before she even had YouTube. She had Instagram for a while, but and she always says that I'm someone who like encouraged her and, you know, motivated her to start her YouTube channel, and that means a lot to me. When people say that to me, I don't know if they realize how that actually makes me feel, because I can feel like sparkles and rainbows and happiness like all around me when people say that I had a part of inspiring them to do something that they want to do. It means absolutely everything to me. So she's someone who I think is so fantastic. And if you love colorful looks, like her looks, crazy. Creativity, she's another one in there. And my friend Karen Harris, she was one that I got to meet in New York also. I recently did a collab with her and other people on this list too. We did a group collaboration. She is such a makeup enthusiast. She has a great collection also, and yeah, I just love her enthusiasm for new releases. She's like, I probably shouldn't buy that, but I probably am though. It's so funny. I love her. So my friend Linda, or Glitter Fallout. Oh, Linda. Actually talking to my husband about her when we were eating dinner the other night. He was like, tell me more about her. Like, is she someone that you've met? Because, you know, obviously a lot of these people, you know, we don't meet, we don't have, you know, monthly employee meetings where we all get together and we talk about what to do for our YouTube channel. Like, we don't have that. We don't have potlucks together, which I'm very sad about. I would love to have potlucks, okay? I'll bring the s'mores. He's like, tell me about her. I was like, well, the first time that I met her through my friend JenLuvs Reviews, and we were at a Generation Beauty. I was like, we were waiting to go to this dinner, and it was really, really packed. It was a small restaurant, and I was like pressed up against a wall, and she was trying to go past me, and as she was going past me, and we were like chest to chest, it was like we both had this like woo type of moment, and I was like, and from there I knew that we were gonna be friends. Like, it just was one of those moments, and Mitch was like, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And I also had Heather Austin on here. She's another one who I have been watching her for a while, and I found, like, it's funny, I find a lot of creators through my own comment section, other people leaving genuine, authentic comments, and that was how I found Heather's channel. If you want to actually make friends, like, I literally feel like I'm talking about so many friends in this video, and that's how we find each other, is not just silently watching each other's videos, but we comment and we say, hey, I like that you did this, hey, I like that you hauled that, hey, I just bought that, this is how I use it. Hey, like, that's how we meet each other. We don't have another way that we can meet each other and we can start to connect with each other. So you know, I don't ever recommend doing like the follow for follow or like things like that, or check out my page. Like, I don't pay attention to those comments. I pay attention to the comments coming in that are genuine and that are authentic, and that's how I make friends, and that's how I found Heather. And once again, I just, you know, she has this enthusiasm for makeup, which is what brings all of us together, and then it's fun to see everybody else's different interests and passions, and do we have, you know, maybe a common interest in another thing too. And so she's another one that I hope that you guys will check out. Next question was, who gives you good vibes? And I was like, I don't know, everybody that I've mentioned. I'm not gonna watch someone that gives me bad vibes. Ew, no. But okay, so I was trying to think of a few people to put into this category. So we have Risa does makeup. Risa just, yeah, she gives me good vibes. Anytime I click on one of her videos, I'm like, here we go. And I was able to meet her in person in Vegas also, and she's like, I was a little bit intimidated to meet Risa because she's insanely beautiful, and her fashion sense, her makeup, her hair always looks great. Like, she just always looks put together and beautiful, and it's like, I'm always a disaster. I mean, I always have travel issues. I miss having travel issues. Then usually when I'm traveling, I'm just like a space cadet, and I'm all over the place. Half the time I'm going out without even doing my makeup. I don't even know if my shoes match each other. Like, I'm just a mess. And so I was like, oh, I'm gonna meet Risa does makeup. And I met her, and I think we just hugged. Oh. And it was like, we've known each other forever. Like, I remember even saying at one point, like, oh yeah, this is the first time we're meeting in person. Like, it just didn't feel that way. Makeup Molly, oh my gosh, Molly is one of my great friends. Also, she always gives me good vibes. She's another one who you're gonna click on her channel and be like, found a good one, found a nice one, there she is. And I remember meeting her in person for the first time. It would have been 2 or almost 3 years ago for a Generation Beauty. It's on Instagram that I was also going, and she messaged me and was like, hey, do you want to meet up? Like, I'll be there also. And I was like, yes. And it's so funny because I can remember I was with Ashley Klaty. We had gone together, and we were walking up to meet Molly, and like, she just comes over and says hi, and we start talking, and I was like, yep. Like, we're gonna be friends, like all 3 of us. Like, we are now friends. We are now a group. We are now a thing, and we are like all 3 of us, we're still friends. And she's fantastic. She gives me so many good vibes. Arna Alayne, oh my gosh, are you kidding me? She gives me all the good vibes. She loves plants just like I do. She's another one that is just a sweet person. She's so smart, she's so talented. Oh my gosh, and her videos, her vlogs are so calming. If you really like calming videos, oh man, she has got some good ones. But she gives me so many good vibes. She's another one that I want to be friends with, and I really want to meet her and her husband. Oh my gosh, he seems like such a genuine guy too. Also, Lisa J, I wanted to mention. Oh, Lisa J, she gives me like those feel-good vibes. She is the founder of BK Beauty, and I've been using a lot of their brushes. I hauled them recently. I've been using them in some looks also, and I love the concept behind the brand and just her inspiring others and motivating others that, you know, it is cool to be kind and to be a good person. I love those vibes so much, and she just seems like such a great businesswoman too, and I really respect that. Those were all of the questions, and I know that this has probably already been long enough, and I'm so sorry, but like, when I love people, I just want to talk about them forever. I feel like I've been like trying to cut myself off, but there was just a few more that I thought that I would do because these would be like the fun ones to put in here. Okay, so let me just do it. What creator do I want to do my makeup? That was a question that I had on, because there's so many people, and I know I've even said it for some people that I've already mentioned too, like I want them to do my makeup, but there's so many freaking talented people in this beauty community. Are you serious? Like, yeah, I want my makeup done by everybody. One person that I wrote down is Iluvsarahii, or Karen. She's another one who I absolutely love her tutorials. She is so talented. Her looks are so beautiful. I 1000% want her to do my makeup one day. That would be a freaking dream. Are you kidding me? Another one that I wrote down is Kelsee Briana Jai. She does, like, her makeup just always looks so beautiful and so flawless, and I feel like she would make me look pretty. Or it might be because she's really pretty and I just think like maybe if I was by her, like I would be pretty too. It's probably the opposite of that actually. But she is like, she is so skilled. She has great makeup looks, and I would love if she would do my makeup one day. That would be so fun. Another one that I wrote down is Amy Loves Makeup. Love her. I mean, good vibes, respect, all of the things, creativity, let me tell you. But I have said it to her, like in her comments and stuff, like I want her to do my makeup. She's so talented and she's so sweet, but she comes up with these fire looks and I'm like, are you kidding me? Like she would do something like just so bold and fun on me. It would, oh my, we would have a great day, let me tell you. And then I also wrote down Carli Bybel, the very first YouTuber I ever started watching, the very first person to inspire me to create YouTube videos. She is another one who is so talented. She's insanely beautiful, but she's so talented, and I just think like, I don't know why I want to cry thinking about this, because I'm sure that this is something that could never happen, COVID or not, but to imagine meeting Carli in person and then like having her do my makeup and like going out to eat or something like that, or just enjoying some drinks. I love her new man, oh my gosh, he gives me like, I love them together, it makes me so happy. But like, to meet someone who inspired you this much, to meet them, to tell them that, and to like say thanks and give them a hug, like what a moment. Like what a moment that would be. I don't know why it makes me so emotional, but I just, whew, that would be epic. Right, we don't have time to cry because this is already really long, so let's keep going. I wrote down, another question I had is who influences you to spend the most money or like buy the most products. I wrote down Kathleen Lights. I have done 2 videos now, or 3 videos now on YouTube of Kathleen Lights Made Me Buy It. First, she puts out some fire collaborations. I buy pretty much everything that she comes out with because I'm like obsessed with everything that she does. She is the YouTuber that had me find Ofra Cosmetics, which then led to a collaboration with them. Like, are you kidding me? That's absolutely incredible that I've done a collaboration with a brand that Kathleen has done a collaboration with, and I did get to meet her in person. And first off, I did act a fool, straight up fool. It was pretty fantastic, let me tell you. But she was the nicest person, and just to be able to like have like those conversations with her and to be at an Ofra launch party of all things, something that I'll never forget. Gooch, she just has, I love Kelly's makeup collection. It's so curated and she's so thoughtful about her makeup and what she keeps, but she also does review a lot. She's just so authentic. And so when she reviews a product and she says she loves it and she thinks it would work for these people, I'm like, yeah, I know that she's telling me the truth, and I also know that now I need to go buy something. Like, I've bought a lot off of her recommendations. Ashley Klaty, who I mentioned earlier too, she's one of my best friends here on YouTube and just off. She's one of my great friends also, and we are very similar with like makeup preferences, but even just like, I don't know if I want to say our styles, but like our skin types and just different things like that. We're very, very similar. So a lot of what she likes, I like. A lot of what she doesn't like, I don't like. So definitely she influences me to buy a lot of products. I also trust her and I believe what she's telling me, but I also know that we're so alike that that's how she influences me. Love her. Okay, another one that I had is who are creators that have great video ideas. First person I was thinking of when I thought of this was Emily Noel. Emily has such amazing videos, and she is someone who inspires me to like up my game, coming up with tags, coming up with new ways to talk about makeup. I have taken so many of her tag videos and done them with crediting her also, of course, but I have done, she continues to amaze me and inspire me. She just had a new baby also, and she continues to put out so many fantastic videos and work so hard, and she's incredible. I also wrote down Allie Glines. Are you kidding me? Every time Allie uploads a video, I'm like, fire idea. Where did you come up with that? I love that idea. She does so many videos based on like subscriber feedback, like using makeup that you hit pan on. So many good ideas, and she'll upload a video and I'm like, yup, I'm gonna need to do that one too. I've met her in person. She's super sweet. We did the eyeshadow palette tag together, and that one was so well received, and so many people are doing it on YouTube, and I was like, oh my gosh. I'm like, it's because it's with Allie and she's fantastic and so many people love her, but they just, like, it's just known that she has great videos. I was so honored to do a collaboration with her. Like, amazing. I also wanted to mention my friend Stephanie Marie. When Stephanie uploads videos, I'm like, this is the knowledge that I need. Another one who has taught me a lot, but she is over 40, but she'll have videos for like the best way to wear concealer for, you know, a little bit more mature skin, or different techniques to use products for. I just, when she uploads videos, I'm like, yeah, that is what people need. That is the knowledge that they want to get when they're coming to YouTube, and she has just fantastic videos. Highly recommend her. The last one is a little bit of a funny question. It's, whose influencer's launch party would you want to attend? And I referenced earlier, I was supposed to have a launch party. It did get canceled. I'm still very upset about that because I feel like that was a once in a lifetime opportunity. So to see it slip through my fingers 2 weeks prior is like heartbreaking to me. I thought of this question even prior because I would see all of these amazing launch parties and I'm like, man, if I could just get invited to one, like, it would be the time of my life. Even brand parties, like, those look amazing, but like the launch parties, crazy. So like who influencers launch party would you want to go to? One of the first I wrote down was Lauren Mae Beauty. She is freaking hysterical, and I want to go to all the parties with Lauren because she is so funny and just you can't not have a good time. Like, first of all, I think that she should have a collaboration. She's another one who is so talented. She puts out such creative videos. Also, she pushes me to be more creative in that sense too, but she's just so fun, and to have a launch party for her, I bet would just be off the freaking chains. It would be so much fun. Also wrote down Cate the Great, or Cate the Great Beauty. I mean, I just imagine the drinks being like the best at her launch party. Are you kidding me? I just think it would be so much fun. Her videos are just one of those that, like, when you click on them, or if it's a live chat, you just know that you get to sit back, relax, and like have a hollering good time. Her launch parties, I just think, would be the best. I also wrote down Desi and Katie. Those, you know, they're a little bit more OG YouTubers, but when they had their launch party that subscribers were invited to, you have no idea how badly I wanted to go to that. They are also two women that really continue to inspire me. I watched Katie from the like literally the beginning of her channel, before she was with Ipsy, before John, her husband, ever came on her channel. Like, I mean, I watched her back in the day, and to see where she like has gone just inspires and motivates me so much. Desi, I think, is doing absolutely incredible things with her fertility journey and being really open about that, and I know that it's helping a ton of women. But their parties, like, oh man, just again, just to like hang out with them, be friends in person, oh, but yeah, that would be so much fun. And then the last one that I had written on here was a Smoky Glow, or Hannah. I think her launch party would just be epic. She's friends with so many people in the beauty community. I think it would be such like a fun variety of people that would be there, but I just also think it would be a good time. I feel like there would be some sort of like a charitable donation, or like we're doing something for the greater good with her party. Like, everyone has to bring a donation, everyone has to bring like a food drive or something. Like, that aspect would also be in it, and I absolutely love that about her. But I think her launch party would also be such a good time. Okay, after that, My voice literally hurts. I can't even imagine how long this video is going to be, but I hope that you liked it. I hope that you enjoyed hearing about some of my favorite creators in this space. Everyone is going to be linked down below. I hope that you will go check out some of these people. I hope that you enjoyed this tag. This was so much fun for me to do. I'm sorry it took so long for me, but it's the empath in me that, like, it scares me to do it. But I hope that you loved it. If you did, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Leave some comments down below. Let me know. Answer some of these questions. I would absolutely love to hear your feedback. Subscribe if you haven't yet. I would love to have you here. We're almost at 100K, which is so crazy to me. So, like, thank you guys so much. And that's it. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.